You're welcome to the chemistry zone. And today we have a question here to answer. So the A part of the question is hair considered a good example of matter? Is hair considered a good example of matter? B. Explain your answer. B. Explain your answer. Now, the first thing to do, remember, is to define the keyword there, right? The keyword there, you define it. And what do we have here as our keyword? I think is this matter, right? So the first thing to do is to define matter. After defining matter, you will know if hair is actually a good example of matter or not. All right, so let's start by defining matter. What is matter? Very simple definition. Matter is defined as anything that has mass and can occupy space. And in some textbooks, you see it as matter is defined as anything that has weight and occupies space. Weight and occupies space. Weight and occupies space. Please don't confuse yourself. That means for an object to be called matter, it must have what? Weight, and it must do what? Occupy space. It must do what? Occupy space. Alright, so now we go. Is hair considered a good example of matter? Now, what is hair? Let's know what this hair is, right? Before we can answer the question. Is hair considered a good example of matter? Now, what is this hair? Hair is a mixture of gases. Simple definition. Hair is a mixture of gases. I think it contains about 78% of nitrogen and 21% of oxygen and other gases. Are we together? All right, so hair is a mixture of gases. Now, at room temperature, okay, at room temperature, that's around 20 degrees Celsius and 68 Fahrenheit, okay, and that's the sea level pressure now, okay. So hair weighs about 1.2 grams. Hair weighs about 1.2 grams, approximately 1.2 grams. Are we together? So that means you can weigh hair. You can weigh hair. So this first factor now is a goal. You can weigh hair. All right. So let's check this. The second one. All right. Now, hair occupies space. Are we good? Hair takes up space. Let's use the balloon for instance. You fill in your hair in there, right? So it fills a balloon. Okay. It also fills the tire. Okay. That's your vehicle tire now. All right. And even your lungs. Okay. So hair occupies space. Now with this with this too, we can boldly say that hair is a good example of matter. That hair is a good example of matter. Why? Because hair has mass, all right, and hair also occupies space. Hair has mass and it also occupies space. All right. Now, you don't have states of matter. We're not talking about that here, but let me just explain one or two things there. Now, under the states of matter, we have the solid, the liquid, and the gas, right? All right, so where can you place hair? Where can you place hair under the states of matter? Okay, so we can say that hair belongs to where? The gaseous state. It belongs there, the gaseous state. Okay, why? Because in the gaseous state, there's no fixed shape, all right? There's no fixed shape and there's no fixed volume, all right? And the molecules, of course, they are far apart, and you can find all the properties here in hair. Hair has no fixed shape. It only assumes the shape of the container as well. Are we good? All right, so with this, I think I've been able to answer the question A and also question B. Is hair a good example of matter? With my full chest and boldness, I say yes. Okay, explain your reason, your answer. That's because you can weigh hair, all right, and then hair occupies space. Please do well to follow us at the chemistry zone. Thank you and God bless you.